Good afternoon, folks, from day 7 of the California trip. We find ourselves here in Las Vegas in day 7. I know that those of you with a good grasp of geography will know that Las Vegas is not in California, it is in Nevada. However, for the purposes of this trip, I'm counting it as California, so get it up, you. What have we done today? I got up about 10:30. Stephen was already out. He's obviously starting his poker event today, or has started it, should I say. So I got a phone call from him about noon today. He needed his passport, strangely enough, before he could gamble on the poker. It's really strict here about like gambling and drinking. Every time you ask for a drink or you gamble at a table, they'll ask you see ID. But other than that, it's really good. Poker so far, he'll be about an hour into it so far. It was a pretty cagey start. Watched him for about 20 minutes, and he was fine. He'd won a couple of small hands, so he was sitting okay chips wise compared to everybody else. I think it did piss me off. I'm not used to the etiquette of these poker tournaments, obviously, but there was a couple of guys sitting either side of him that had sort of struck up a conversation. And we're just like talking right across him, like shaking hands and stuff like that right across the top of him, and it was really starting to piss me off. But I take it Stephen was in the zone and just didn't really bother, to be honest. But kind of felt like saying, "Oh, Bob, I'm going to shut up, geese peace." But hey, I can't get involved, I suppose, so I'll just shut my face. So last night, what did we do last night? Went and get something to eat. Filled my face at the buffet, which was pretty spectacular. And then wandered over to the Harrah's. I keep calling it Harrah's, but I believe it's called Harrah's on the Strip. We've got a free bus here that takes us over there. So jumped on that. Stephen had went and wandered into the Race and Sports Book down the stairs, which is basically a big massive betting shop with hundreds of screens and odds and stuff like that. All over the karaoke, had a couple of hours there, which is pretty cool. Obviously got a song in, as you do. You can't come to Vegas and not emulate the greats like Elvis. So I headed back over here about just after 9, I think it was, and caught with Stephen in the sports book. Watched the end of the San Diego Padres game. Unfortunately, our new favourite team get beaten, breaking their 7-game winning streak. But hey ho! So we just sat at the bar, and you saw the pictures of us playing the wee poker machine. Basically, the way it goes is that as long as you've got credits in the machine and you look as if you're playing it, then they'll just keep feeding you drink. Because obviously they want to keep you playing. So I think we were about, I think Stephen must have been well over 10 drinks, to be honest. I was certainly, I was about 7 or 8, including that creamy pina colada that you likely saw at the end, which was utterly fantastic. Our plan had been actually to have a few there and then go up the stairs to right on the roof of the building. There's a thing called the Voodoo Lounge. It's a sort of nightclub, but apparently it's got spectacular views of Las Vegas, and it's actually where all the cool kids hang out. So to be fair, I don't know why we would be going then, but we need to go check it out anyway. But we never actually made it. We ended up sitting getting pushed down the stairs, which was good fun. It was a bit of banter and obviously doing a wee bit of gambling. So I think after the grand total of about 4 hours or something like that, I was down $10 and up about, what was that, about 7 or 8 drinks. So can't really complain, to be honest, especially given it was $10 a beer in Harrah's. I nearly said Harrah's there again. And Harrah's, so it worked out alright, to be honest. So good night last night, and so Stephen started the poker of the day. I'm obviously going to go and hit the pool this afternoon for a couple of hours. See if we can get a bit of my colour, because I never managed it yesterday. See if we can get a bit of a tan, to be honest. Thought I would touch on San Diego for all of you out there who have never been or who are thinking about going. A wee travel review, you know. San Diego, honestly, if any of you are thinking about going to America, you have just forget about anywhere else, go to San Diego, first place. It's utterly fantastic. The weather's amazing, the people are great, they're extremely friendly, and for all the single guys out there, they've easily get the highest percentage of hot women you've ever seen in your entire life. It's almost like dying and going to heaven, honestly. It's incredible. We've got a sore neck for sort of spinning around constantly. But what a cracking place. So much to see and do. Like 5 beaches, I think there was 5 beaches. La Jolla, Pacific Beach, Mission Beach, Ocean Beach, Coronado, and in fact there could be others that I'm forgetting, and they're all cracking. They're really, really good. What else? There's plenty to see and do as well in San Diego. Obviously you've got to catch a Padres game in the baseball stadium. The baseball stadium is actually in the city centre, in the Gaslamp Quarter, which obviously in itself is great with restaurants and bars. I mean, you've got to go to San Diego is the bottom line. It's fantastic. So get it in your itinerary, folks. Vegas, what's the plans for Vegas? So we're here until Friday. However, our friends Diego, who we met in San Diego, and Diego in San Diego, aye, very good. And Jake the Kiwi, you mind the crazy Kiwi that has the penchant for hookers, he's coming as well. The two of them are coming on Friday separately, and just by sheer coincidence, obviously we might be leaving on Friday. However, our plan is that we're literally just going to sack LA and stay in Vegas for another 3 days prior to heading to LA for flights on Monday. So I've had a look at I checked the Destiny Stairs, but they're looking at stupid prices for the room over the weekend because it's sort of Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I'm going to have to do a bit of digging to get some accommodation for us for the weekend, because it'd be good to get a bit of partying done with Crazy Jake and Diego. Funny thing is, I mean, Jake's penchant for hookers. This place honestly must be swimming in them. They wander about the casino sometimes, just looking to try to pick up guys at the bar and stuff like that. Although funnily enough, none of them wandered up to see us. I think they must have been tipped off that we were Scottish and they had more chance of getting jobbies out of Rocking Horse than getting money out of us. So they've steered clear of us. But you get them. I mean, there's a load of Mexican folk on. Well, they look Mexican. Sorry, I should likely say Hispanic people on the strip who stand on the sidewalk. The sidewalk. God, I'm getting too American. Stand on the pavement and rattle their flyers back and forth and make this noise with them, and basically hand flyers out to everybody that passes, like guys with their wives and their kids and stuff like that. It's mental. I think they even give them to the women as well, to be honest. But and there's big lorries with big massive like billboards that drive up and down the strip constantly all day, just advertising hookers. And it's incredible. So I think given Jake's penchant, then I think he's in the epicentre of the world for hookers, to be honest. So that'll be an interesting experience that I won't be getting involved in, but nonetheless pretty funny. So that's Vegas just now. What else have we got? Basically planned for the day, I'm hitting the pool. I'll catch up with Stephen's progress. Well, hopefully catch up with his progress every couple of hours or every so often, because that'll mean he'll still be in the tournament and on his way to earning some cash, which would be brilliant. I know he's obviously pretty good, but I'd imagine the stand tier will be high. Hopefully there's a lot of half-wits that have just chucked in their $1,000 entry fee just to play in the World Series of Poker, and hopefully he'll clean up a bit. So all the best to Stephen in the poker. Hopefully he's still going strong just now, and I'll catch up with all you folks tomorrow, likely after another wild night in Vegas. Alright, cheers folks, have a good one. Bye.